Hi everyone, David McDonald here from Vitality Fitness Calgary. We're going to talk to you today a little bit about core strength and how to actually develop proper core strength. Okay, so core strength, one of the most important things that you can develop with your strength, with your fitness, with your overall health. There's a lot of misinformation out there about what are core exercises and what core strength really is. Basically, what you can do to understand what core strength is you can take the area between here and about here, and that is really what your core is. So when people think of core strength, they think primarily of the abs. Okay, core strength does involve the abs, but it also involves much more than that. It involves the obliques, the lower back, the glutes, the hip flexors, the lower abs, even getting into areas like the hamstrings, the quads. You could label that as core strength as well. But for most people, they think of core strength as just here, where you literally want to go from the knees to about the chest, and that's what true core strength is. So I'm going to give you guys 2 exercises today that are going to help with developing core strength, okay, and how to actually do these exercises properly. Okay, so 2 of those basic exercises that we give to our clients and our members here to improve core strength are planks and side planks. Really simple exercises to do, really simple to do in theory, but often they are not done correctly. We do see a lot of mistakes with these exercises, even though they are simple. So we're going to start with plank. Now with plank, the main thing that you want to do when you're in a plank is you want to brace those abs. Okay, and when we say brace those abs, we mean really squeezing those abs as hard as you can. Most people, when they plank, they don't actually actively plank. It's more of a passive plank. They're just getting up on their elbows and they're just holding. They're not focused on engaging and activating the proper muscles. So in a plank, what you always want to make sure you're doing is you're lining up correctly. That's number 1. You want to have proper alignment in the movement. So you want to have the shoulders and the elbows line up. Okay, you want to have that head straight, so you don't want to be looking too far up or dropping that neck down. Okay, we want to have the shoulders back and down. And then what we want to do is once we get into that plank, we want to tuck that pelvis under, and we want to squeeze and brace the abs as hard as we can and squeeze the glutes. And then we're holding and squeezing as hard as we can. You guys might have noticed if you watched a little close there, I was starting to shake a little bit, okay? That's how you know you're fully engaged. You're at that point where you're almost shaking and you're bracing so hard that if someone came over and tried to push you over or tried to move you, they wouldn't be able to. It would be rigid, it would be solid. So that's what a true plank is. And when you do a plank like that, when you do a plank correctly, and you actually fully engage everything, 30 to 60 seconds should be more than enough. By the end of that 30 to 60 seconds, you should be just done. You should be fried. So that's going to be front plank. Now the other thing is a side plank. And with a side plank, same concept. We want to have the shoulder and the elbow lined up, and we want to make sure we are bracing through the abs. We're keeping that other shoulder back, so we're not dumping forward. We're not dropping that head. We're not tilting the neck back. We're keeping a nice and neutral neck. Okay, and what we're doing is we're getting up on the feet, we're bracing and squeezing the glutes, squeezing the abs, squeezing the obliques, and we're holding. As you guys see, I'm shaking just a little bit if you watch really close. It's because I'm fully engaged, I'm activating everything, I'm generating as much force as I can. And we're holding. And the other thing you can do is you can drop down and you can go on your knees if you find that too difficult. So when you start planking properly, you actually start incorporating many more things than just one muscle group. So when you're in a full plank, we're not only getting those deep core muscles, the transverse abdominis, we're getting the glutes, we're getting the obliques, okay, and we're squeezing, we're bracing as hard as we can. Same thing with the side plank. So anytime you're planking, that's what you want to do. You want to brace as hard as you can. You want to actively plank. You want to incorporate and engage as many muscle groups as possible. Okay, and you should only be able to do this for 30 to 60 seconds if you're doing it properly. So plank and side plank, probably 2 of the best core exercises you can do. I'm David McDonald from Vitality Fitness Calgary. Thanks for watching.